Enterprise Management 360.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Tech Chat. Now on today's episode, I'm looking forward to speaking with Colin Constable, who is the CTO and co-founder of the App Company. So Colin, welcome to the show and thanks so much for coming on today.
Thanks, Matt. Very pleased to be here.
Excellent. And before we get into today's topic, would you mind just giving our viewers a little bit of background on yourself?
For sure. Yeah, so I'm the co-founder CTO of the App Company. But before that, I've spent an awful lot of time in the IT industry. I started off in telco at British Telecom, and then moved from telco to banking at Credit Suisse, and did a really big outsource deal between Credit Suisse and BT. And about a year ago, Kevin and I revisited an idea that we had, and then the App Company was born. It's been a rocket ship for the last 18 months. We just have not stopped. It seems to be a very hot topic at the moment around owning your own data and privacy. And we've just been riding that wave.
Excellent stuff. Well, you sound like a rocket ship yourself. You've been all over the place and you've picked up experience along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's perfect. And Colin's joining us on today's episode to talk about why you should reclaim your data privacy, the importance around this, and really how to achieve it. So I wanted to kick off the show here, Colin, by saying that obviously there's increase of concern among the general public in regards to data privacy. So what do you think has led to that point?
Well, I think undoubtedly people are realizing that data is the new oil, and it's the new economy. We're all being mined for our data, and we're not getting a fair share of that, without a doubt. And we're losing things that we don't really realize. So, if somebody's monitoring you, sure, they might be able to sell you something at the right time, and that's sort of the bargain we've done. But what else is happening to that data? It's not really clear, and lots of people are probably making lots of money, and we're not getting that a fair share. Plus, I think it's just a case of privacy should be, if it's not already, a right, and there's no real easy mechanism for companies to ask for your data. So instead of asking, they snoop, they spy, they sort of look over your shoulder all the time, and maybe there's no other option. Maybe that's the only way they can do it. But there has to be a better way, and that really the spark in our minds when we started the company. Let's create another way. Maybe we're doing the wrong things just because there isn't a better way of doing it.
And I think that hits the nail on the head. It's almost like playing catch up with when it comes to data and privacy. We were going along as fast as we could, trying to evolve and get to this point. And then somewhere along the way, people started realizing the privacy issues, the data issues. And then we slowly brought in things like GDPR, CCPA, some controls, privacy measures that should have come in a lot sooner. Let's just say that. So it's seen that progression and seeing it growth. And then obviously with great companies like yourself, bringing in that kind of awareness of data privacy and making it more secure is so important. And if we kind of take that public perception aside for a second, what do you think from your perspective and the App Company's perspective, people need to be wary of when it comes to their data privacy?
Privacy and security and all that stuff's pretty boring, pretty dull, and that doesn't gain any attention. Our challenge really is to make all of that side of the world much more fun to engage with. Not just worry about the scary stuff, but bring some more fun and new experiences to the world by giving companies and people a way to share data on their terms. So it's your data, you share it on your terms, and what you get paid back for is new experiences. I think that changes the whole dynamics of the way the business model works. At the moment, the business model is really driven by advertising. So the internet really is driven by advertising. So you get surveilled, we try and work out what you're doing, and then we advertise the right thing. If we could change that around a little bit and just allow people or companies to ask for a little bit of data, see what you're owning, get much more accuracy because they've asked, and that's much better than trying to infer what's going on, and then give you a new experience.
Excellent. It's true. There's so many pain points and so many ways to just make life easier. And I think that's all anyone wants as we kind of move forward into, an even more digital world, which we're going to see over the next kind of 5-10 years. And it's great to hear that kind of attitude being brought in. So my final kind of question here is, how exactly, to expand on your points further, are the at company wanting people to reclaim their data privacy, and what do you hope your impact's going to be in the next couple of years?
First of all, what Kevin and I were discussing when we started the company, and when we started thinking about this, I know maybe 7 years ago now, was whatever the solution is, it has to be ridiculously simple and it has to be understandable by everybody. So rather than being something highly complex and full of technology, it has to be something that's really, really simple. Trying to figure out simple things is really difficult, as it turns out. But the simple answer is, what if you had a unique identifier on the internet? And we call that an @ sign. It's basically just an @ symbol and then a unique set of characters. And that's your @ sign. And it could be alphanumeric, it could be Unicode, it could be emojis, whatever you choose for your @ sign. And then what if you could manage all your data behind that @ sign? And essentially that's what it is. You manage your data, and it could be, I don't know, just really simple things like your address maybe. And then you could have other people with their @ signs ask for access to your data, and you could permit them or not permit them. Now that sounds really simple, and it is really simple, but it's also really powerful.
Exactly that. It's that ease of use, and you're 100% right. Why not make it that simple? And I think that's very key moving forward, and what a lot of people are going to be looking for. So I can only wish you guys kind of the best of luck. I think it's a brilliant idea, and it's going to be, as you say, a game changer at the end of the day. So Colin, thank you for coming on today's show, walking us through all of this. Before you go, would you mind just letting our viewers at home the best place to go for more information?
Sure. Probably the best place is our website. It's @sign.com, ATSIGN.com. And sign up for an @ sign there, use our new apps. If you're a software developer, look at the Getting Started videos and start writing some code. We'd love to hear from you.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Colin, for coming on today's episode.
Thanks so much, Matt.
Thank you. And thank you everyone who took the time to watch this episode. We do hope you took a lot away from our discussion. Please check out the resources on their website for some fantastic information. You can also join in the conversation at EM360 on Twitter and LinkedIn. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And of course, for more great daily content, head on over to em360tech.com.